Yo, welcome back to another live stream with me, Xycor, along with Ryzen. Continuing on in our ARK survival ascended playthrough. Today we're on Scorched Earth, and I forgot to set up my YouTube window here because I got distracted. Yeah, my mic stand is falling off, so I got distracted by that last minute thing before I started here. And I'm not sure if it's going to sync over time or not, so I'll have to see how this goes. I need to replace the thing or get some different setup, who knows. Anyway, yes, today we are gonna, I guess, move around on Scorched Earth, just looking for some of the new Kairuku penguin thingies that were added with the Summer Bash event. And they're dropping popsicles, so now we need to get popsicles to unlock the Summer Bash skins, which is, I don't know, harder than what it used to be. So, yeah, it used to be that you used to be able to just use, like, cooked meat and cooked prime to unlock all the skins. Well, now you have to use popsicles. So, I don't know, it's a little bit more annoying in that sense. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do though. So we figured we'd come to Scorched Earth because, well, there's no Kairuku here, so it makes it really easy to detect them if we use our gene scanner, and we have wyverns. So yes, wyverns here will be pretty useful to go find them. Anyway, yes, that's kind of what we're doing. Hopefully I did say Ryzen along here is with me, right? I can't remember now because I was distracted. Okay. So, now, this is actually our first ARK stream on our new GPU. So yeah. So, I've got the settings. I mean, let me see here. Settings. I've got my resolution at 1440p, and graphics, I have those all at high, so everything should be pretty high. It should be looking a lot better, except for some reason, I don't know why, there's just some things that duplicate themselves or are looking like they're, you know, I don't know, ghosting. See, look at Ryzen there. Sometimes his chest armor just disappears. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that. That's really weird. It's like Ryzen is coming apart at the seams. That's what it is. Anyway. So yeah. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think I got it close to 60 FPS or so. Something like that. Let's get out here. Now, which wyvern was mine? Was it Frizzy that was mine? I mean, the question is, should we use... Oh no, the Frizzy is my alt. Zavi, you are mine, okay. So Zavi is mine, and then I think this Fire Wyvern over here must be... Is it mine or Ryzen's? Frisky? Frisky's mine, okay. She's got 25 points. I should be putting those in. Really? Come on, guys. There's going to be a sandstorm? Of course. The Jerboas are telling us there's going to be a sandstorm. Okay. So, let's just see. We did a dino wipe earlier. Oh, wait, no. I don't have a gene scanner. I think we have some black pearls. Let me see. Gene scanner. Just got to grab out some black pearls here. We never finished the house either, so we got to do that. Let's see. Okay, uncommon. So we have 15 black pearls. Put these in here. So I should be able to do this. I'll turn this on. Now, Tryzen's going to need a gene scanner too, but since we can make one, it makes it a lot easier to find death worms. Now we have the power going, so I should be able to just turn this on. I'll craft one gene scanner. Oh, you know, we should get an incubator while we're here too. And frankly, we have everything required. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's actually something we should do. We should have an embryo incubator too. Tryzen's distracted looking at the high definition jerboas. Yes. Furry jerboas, yes. They are cute. One of my most favorite creatures in ARK, the jerboa. Uh-huh. And looks like we got some lag going on. Not sure why. It's not a whole lot of lag. Kind of cleared up a little bit now, but yeah. Okay, well, we got the gene scanner here. I'll grab that out. And also, I should say, happy 4th of July to everyone. Today is the 4th of July. Let's turn that back on. There we go. Yeah, today's the 4th of July. So, yeah, it's a very, I guess, explosive day in a sense because everyone fires off fireworks. And it's possible you may have heard fireworks when I started this because they're currently going off. And you might ask, well, Xycor, why are you not out watching the fireworks? Well, that's because I am not interested in being eaten alive by mosquitoes, since Minnesota is one of the mosquito capitals of the world. So, yes. Let's see here. Now, I made a gene scanner. Now, what I could do is I could go out. I could take, I'm not sure the best wyvern to take. Is a fire wyvern better to take, or is a lightning wyvern better to take? I'm not sure. But I could head out. I could go and battle some death worms just to get some black pearls for Tryzen. Let's see. My canteen. Okay, come on. Let's get over here. I will refill my canteen. There we go. And are you taking damage? Not yet. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if there's any of the Kairuku here for now. They're basically detectable if you just search for Kairuku. Let's see. There are some already. Okay, that's good. Yeah, there are no Kairuku on Scorched, so the Kairuku I'm finding are the event ones. So that's a pretty useful way of doing it. Looks like if I go straight over that way, I'll find them. Find one. Now, what about Deathworm? Let's see. That would be in the DEs. Ah, okay, you can't find deathworms? Uh-huh. Strange. Okay, you can't search for deathworms. I see. Well, it's easy enough to find deathworms out in the desert anyway. That's odd. I could have swore on Extinction I'm able to search for them. Maybe just because they're corrupted? It's possible. Or maybe they specifically omitted them on Scorched to prevent people from completely searching for them. Well, yeah, I'm not sure whether a lightning wyvern's better or a fire wyvern. What level is my fire wyvern here anyway? 186 with 25 points. Now, I should probably put a bunch of points into her. I mean, a fire wyvern should not just have 6.7k health. And okay, you know, let's put the health into her and she can heal. Let's get her up to 10k at least. Now, she should have like 1K weight. That'd be better. There we go. 1K weight. And then I can go for some melee damage. There we go. Okay, let's get off of... Okay, yeah. Don't celebrate when I'm getting off. You end up throwing me off. Okay, so I'm inside now. Okay, I hope. I gotta get over here to actually be inside. There we go. Yeah, that area is a big gaping hole. We need to finish that. Yeah. Okay, so, now we just gotta wait for the storm. Decisions. I mean, like, yeah, I guess we can twiddle our thumbs and stuff. So, let's see. You know, maybe I will make the egg incubator. We could use an egg incubator here. We could use the embryo incubator, but we don't have enough metal or wood. Well, we probably have enough wood. What do we have for metal in here? We have no metal in here. That's not good. Do we have any metal in here? And these are all the skins as well. There's lots of skins. I swear I had got a bunch of these previously. But, yeah. It's not... It doesn't say that I have them, so I swear they reset it. Like, if I go into my summer cosmetics, this is all I have, is the sparkler. So, yeah, I think... I swear they reset them on me. So that's that. But, yeah, we'll have to make as much as we can. 5 popsicles just for one thing. That's going to be a challenge. 20 popsicles for the angler rod. Yeah, 10 for the shirts. That is a lot of Kairuku. 50 for the water soaker turrets. Yeah. We're gonna... Oh, fishing shorts as well. Fishing vest. Uh-huh. We're gonna probably have to do a lot of farming for them, even off cam. Because, yeah, this is gonna require a lot of popsicles. Wildcard, why'd you do that? They just made it more of a pain in the butt. Okay. Well, at least I don't need to get the sparkler, because I already have that. Let's see. Yeah, this is a ton of skins. And then there's also the sit emote, which they should have had for a long time. I was hoping they'd have that. This big emote. Okay, so, yeah, that is also something. Doesn't show any other emotes, so must be because I already have them. Now, as far as I know, I believe the Drakeling is on Scorched too. Okay, good. The storm is gone, so that's good. So yeah, we could get that. You know, let's at least make the incubator quickly. I'll turn this on. I'll make an incubator. And then we're going to need to farm metal. Wait, is that all of our... Oh, that's regular polymer. Maybe not. I don't want to have to farm all that polymer again. I didn't realize that. We're going to have to go get some organic polymer for that. That might be better. So we'll wait on that. Let's head out. My wyvern is still healing. Let's get... I can get some food in my wyvern's inventory, but... Okay, well... Okay, so... Now, I guess I'll go after the one Kairuku. That was over here, I believe. I guess over this direction now. Okay, right over here. It must be below me. There it is. Okay, they're hard to capture, that's for sure. There we go. Well, they're at least pretty easy to take care of. As long as you can catch them. Okay, so I got 3 popsicles. Yay. Oh, and you get organic polymer from them too. Hey, you know, that's not bad actually. Okay, so where's the next one? Okay, over in that direction. So you can kind of see them on the ground just by looking at the... you can see it right there. They're very hard to hit, though. I did bring a Rex with me, because a Rex might be easier to hit them with. There we go. Got that one. There we go. That's 7 popsicles. Okay. There's another one over here. They seem to be pretty common, though. I mean, I didn't even have to use my gene scanner for that. Get back here! Stupid Kairuku. There we go. Okay. So that's 10 of them. Well, hopefully they're common enough that it's easy enough to get them. There's even one right over here, okay. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. Man. My operating system shut down. It just... cut off. Yeah. So, that's how that went. It was refusing to let me have that Kairuku. That's what it was. Let me get this organized here. I have to get my chat back up. Yeah. Thought it'd be less downtime if I just started right away. I don't know why that happened. Hopefully it doesn't... Hopefully it's not a recurring issue. That would be terrible. Although, we are running our GPUs on air, so hopefully it's not a cause of the problem. Could be overheating. Too much heat? I don't know. We wanted to get something on water cooling, but we weren't able to get that. Okay. Hopefully I'm back up and running. So we'll see here. Now, where's the next Kairuku? And I'm running at 1440p. It's not like it's running in like super high resolution. Okay, there's one right here. After I can get through the cactuses. Where are you, Kairuku? They are hard to hit. There we go. Got that one. So I've got 15 of them. At least we're getting some organic polymer to go with it. Now... does seem like they're quite common though, so that's good. Let's see, is there any others here? That does look like a nice green terror bird. It's a level 30 though. Okay, let's figure out where the next one is. Okay, I guess straight over this way. Oh, right in front of me there. Okay. See if I can get it. Get back here, Kairuku. They are slippery. There's two of them here. Where'd it go? Hopefully I got that one. I've only got 15, so, where'd that one go? Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay, that got that one. Let's see. Okay, where is it? I've only got 15, that's not fair. Oh, they're on the ground there. Okay. There we go. Is my wyvern at 50 weight? No, it's not. Let's put these in there. Hey, at least these popsicles don't melt. So that's good. Okay, let's find the next one. I don't know if Tryzen got that one that I had just been in the same area with. Okay, there's one over there. They are very common, at least. That's good. Sorry, Listro. That is one... Yeah, that is one nice way to deal with them. Put them on fire so that then they will die by themselves. Yeah. They'll die from the fire. Okay. There's a Listro running there. Let's see here. Okay, let's find the next one. I mean, I've been finding so many of them in just this little area, which is interesting. Gotta go over there. Okay. Oh, there it is. Cut it off at the pass. They're really difficult to hit. There we go. There we go. Okay, I don't see anything. Just put those in there. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's a cat. I gotta see that. That is a Scorched Felis. Where is it? Come on. Level 10. Scorched Felis. I didn't realize there was a difference. I mean, there's aberrant ones, but Scorched? Okay. This is the Felis mod, not the actual cat. And, of course, I gotta zoom in on the Jerboa. Level 110 Jerboa. Hey, tier 3 athletic. That one's athletic. Very nice. Tier 3 athletic. What is athletic again? Gains 0.1 health regen and 0.1 stamina regen for every point in oxygen. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you generally don't get a lot of points in oxygen on a Jerboa. Okay, Kairoku, straight in this direction. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's continue on this way. Go until I see one. There it is. There we go. Got that one. Take down the trees, too. Where'd you go? Where'd he go? Come on. Okay, did I get it? I don't know, maybe. Do I see any bags under there? There is a bag. Okay, that's going to be a chore, having to get the bag from each and every one of them. Okay, where are you? Where are you? When they're under the water, they're hard to see. There he is. You're making a break for it out of the water. Come on, get back here, you stupid penguin. They are slippery. I realize a wyvern maybe isn't as ideal on these. Okay, I think... Oh, I got that one. Oh, some of the Scorched Drakelings. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. The Drakelings are different based on the map you go to. Not necessarily based on the map. They're different based on their biome. Drakelings in the desert are Scorched versions. So they're the summer variety. There we go, got that one. And there's a bag there, of course. Now I do have to say, the water looks great, at least. But I was interested in checking out those Drakelings. That is a... nuts. They fly too fast. That's what. They're waiting for me to bring out my torch. That's a level 10. Okay. Yeah, the summer drakelings are in the desert. The winter drakelings are, of course, in the cold areas. So there are no winter drakelings on, like, Scorched Earth, for instance. That one's level 75. There's a Kairuko over here. Let's go get this. Get back here, you slippery. Slick Willy. Come on. And of course, now Ryzen's system crashed, so the server shut down. So we're gonna have to get up and running with that again. So yeah, everything's gonna be pretty much paused here. All I can assume is that this is heat issues. That's what I would have to assume. So essentially I should just get out of game. It's probably too hot in our house, even though we have our air conditioner on. So Ryzen's got to boot the server back up. Yeah, we need to figure out our heat issues or something. This is strange. Our systems are basically the same, so it is. It means that whatever happens to Ryzen's system is going to happen to mine. Whatever happens to his system happens to... Or wait, whatever happens to my system happens to his. Kind of, so yeah. Okay, Ryzen's booting the server. Whenever it's ready, I'll try to log back in. Let's see. I can see on this. Oh, okay. Well, it says there's 2 players. That means it's not up yet. It still registers in the server list. Okay, let's try to join. He's telling me that it's up. So, yeah. Now it's possible Ryzen could turn his settings down and maybe get some heat reduced. Oh, wait, wow. Oh, nuts. Okay. It rolled back. Nuts. Okay, so we have 29 popsicles. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, we got some heat issues I think that we're gonna have to manage. It's gotta be heat. Most likely because we got, well, I guess I just have to say we got 2 GPUs next to each other, making the system unstable. Or it could just be because of the setup, it's unstable because of the way we had to do it. It was a little bit funky and tricky because it didn't want to work properly right away, so we had to do some tricks to get it to work. It did not want to give the GPU to the VM. Okay, here's these. I guess Scorched Earth is too hot for our systems. Oh, there we go. I was wondering, did I get that one? There. Okay. Okay, I don't see any packages. Okay, I know there's another one. Oh, right there. There we go. Okay. That gives me 38 of them. Nice. So, I mean, it's nice. They're a lot more common than what I thought they'd be, so that's good. At least they're not, like, rare. Like, for instance, the turkeys in Turkey Trial are, like, kind of rare, so they're hard to find. Not to mention that you have to have a giga to kill them, too. So, like, yeah, it's... it can be a pain. Sorry, Drakeling. Did I get that? Okay, I got 43 of them. Not bad, not bad. Now, what I could do is I could take my resolution down to 1080p, which would cut down the heat a lot, I believe. It's not ideal. I'd prefer to keep it at 1440, but in order to make sure I'm cutting down the heat and not having to worry about my system, I might have to. Get back here, Kairoku. They are slippery. There we go. Okay, 46. Yeah, they're pretty common though, so that's good. That's good. Let's get this. I might as well. And there's a Kairoku right there. Yeah, there we go. That took care of that. Yeah, I'd have to say a fire wyvern isn't too bad for them because then they just they basically just die from the fire too, which can help as long as you can see where they landed. Okay. Strange, there's actually a lot of them here in the river. Get back here, stupid Kairoku. That one. They're quite quick though, too. There we go. Okay, Tryzen might need some help. Let's see. He's got a Faso. That is attacking him because he got disconnected in the desert. Okay, it looks like he's managed, so that's fine. You know, let's check that Rex though, since I'm here. Wrong button. 35 Rex, and nothing special. Okay, let's get back over here into the river. It's interesting, there seems to be a lot of Kairoku in the river. Is this a deep portion of the river? Go. Oh, that was Coelacanth. Yep, they are slick, that's for sure. There we go. Okay, I've got 58 of them. It is adding up pretty quickly, though, so that's nice. What I should probably do is open a temperature monitor on my system, so that I can potentially just monitor the temperature. $64, actually 68. Nice, nice. So you know, we could potentially get a lot of them this way. Just keep farming them. They're very common. Just gotta pretty much look for them by the water here and stuff. Not by the doids. Yeah, there's a Rex. Let's check out the Rex. That is a level 40 Rex. Okay, nothing special. There's another Rex. It's a level 25 Rex. Okay. Still always looking for Rexes. Get back here. There we go. Got the popsicles. Okay, I'm at 72. Is there any more back there? Ah, there's one over there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I am getting some slowdowns, and I wonder if that's heat related. Okay, let's just see where the next one is. Okay, over in that direction. Huh, that's a little explorer note. Huh, nice. Okay, where is the Kairuku? Okay, I guess time to go this way since it's directing me this way now. Check it out here. Okay, still continue this way. I mean, they're pretty easy to see from the air, so. There's one. Okay, where to go? It's here somewhere. And of course, the local raptor. Oh, there's one over there. Looks like it just traveled over in that direction. This one's elusive. but I heard it for a second. There it is. Did I get it? Nope, I didn't. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot of prime from Morella tops. Okay, oh, a nice green horse. Level 40. That's unfortunate. Wish it would have been higher level. Okay, let's see. Another one this way. Oh, I can see it over there. Okay. I wonder if they specifically spawn them in the water areas here, or if it's just so happens to be here. There we go. Okay, let's get in the water. Come on, I want to drink some water. There we go. I tell ya. Get my canteen full. Always fill your canteen anytime you buy water. Okay, let's get over here. Come on. They are very slippery when in water. Get back here. I guess that was a Gallimimus. There we go, got that one. So 90 popsicles. I know there's another one here too. There were 2 of them. There it is. Okay, come on. There we go. That one. Okay, 95 of them. Okay, let's see. Where are there more? Okay, I was wondering what that green thing is. It's just a little plant. Huh, interesting. Ah, wrong button. Okay. So if they're this way, let's just fly this way a bit. There we go. At least wyverns can land in water. Whereas, like, Argies can't. I don't need coelacanth. Yeah, I gotta get him into these nice, small areas. There we go, there's one. See if I can get that. There we go. Okay. Nice. Basically 104. Got that one. Come on, get back here. I just want your popsicles. Where'd he go? It's here somewhere. Did he go over here? I hear it. There we go. Okay, 113. Not bad. Come on. Get back here. There we go. Okay. Huh. At some point I'll have all the polymer I need. Just to make the incubator. Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like I have to turn completely around. Okay, so over in this direction. Okay. Okay, over there. Now I probably need some... man. Everything I have on has heat resist, and I'm still hot. I tell you. You need ascendant heat resistance, or ascendant ghillie to have good heat resistance in Scorched. So I am utterly roasting. So is my computer. Okay, well, let's go this way. See where the next one is over here. Okay, that means I passed over it. There it is. Come on, get back here. There we go. Okay. And I hear a baby jerboa. You know, I should probably have a jerboa on my shoulder for this. Because I never know when it's going to get, when there's going to be like a heat wave. Which I believe there's going to be a heat wave right now. Super heat. Oh yeah, you know, I will say, at least the Xycor are pretty much all over the place for the amount that you have to... The amount that you have to use to make them all. Yeah, to make all the skins, the Xycor are very, very common. They're like everywhere. The jerboa are telling me there's going to be a heat wave. There we go. Got that one. So technically I should head back. There we go. Come on, get over here. There we go. And I am getting heat stroke already. Let's check out that Felis. Level 25, okay. Okay, let's head over here. The land areas are the best places to find them because you can see them so easily. Now over here I am not heat stroked. And there's a couple of them down here. Come on, land! Land, wyvern. There we go. And the ones that were here disappeared. There it is. Get back here, you. I can barely see them under the water, to be honest. There we go. Yeah, at least it's nice that the popsicles don't expire. When they expire, it just makes it a chore. Because you have to just keep getting more of them. Or use them. There we go. How much weight are you? Oh, not much. Okay. And this is getting my wyvern a little deep. Yeah, I think my wyvern's getting a little deep in the water there. There is a capro here, that's dangerous. Not sure where it went. Actually, when the jerboas grow, isn't that a lightning storm instead? I forgot my jerboa calls. Kind of forgot my jerboa calls. You are level 35, okay. Well, your mother wasn't very nice. It went over that and you can't get up there. That was not nice. Hey, here's another one over here. Hard to track under the water. There we go. So 167 of them so far. I'm not sure how many we'd need. We'd have a lot we'd have to add up, which is kind of a pain. Now figuring out where it went. There we go. Where'd it go? There it is. There we go. Got that one. There we go. Got that one. Yeah, at least there's a lot of them. So that's good. At least, yeah, there's enough of them that I can just continue to find them constantly. For the most part. What level are you? You're a nice purple, at least. Too fast. 15, okay. I heard another Kairuku. There it is over here. Ah! Sorry, Jerboa. I was trying to get the Kairuku, but no. There we go. Got that one. Okay, let's see. And there's another Scorched or Summer Drakeling. Say, is it 65? Yeah, 65. Procoptodon is in the water. And Tryzen decided to stay off so that the server didn't crash again. So, we'll have to figure out our heat issues. Generally, the idea would be just to get a better cooling solution. Could potentially just get some more fans for our case, get more airflow going. Come on, stupid Karuku. There we go. Let's get this one. Come on. Where is it? There's one here somewhere. Stay still. Watch for the water movement. There we go. Got that one. There we go. Okay, so I've got 202 right now. That's not actually bad. That's pretty good. There's one over there. Funny thing is, I can just continue to... go through the water here and end up being fairly fine heat-wise because the valleys here are pretty cool. They're not as hot as the rest of the area. And I can still find a bunch of them. Until I lose them in the water. There we go. Yep, it decided to come out at the wrong time. Okay. Hey there, Omar. How you doing? Sorry, I didn't see you there. How's the new card? It's pretty good at the moment. We might be having some heat issues. That's probably because it's 88 in my room. We don't have whole house AC, so yeah. My game crashed just a little while ago. Tryzen's game crashed, and the server shut down, so yeah, we have some heat issues we're dealing with. Might have to modify our cases a little bit, get some more airflow going. Come on, stupid Karuku, get over here. There we go. You, come on. These Kairoku are easy enough to hit, at least. Or not hit, I mean, easy enough to see and collect. Because there's a lot of them. They're all over the place. Did I just get 8 of them from that one? There we go. Get back here. No, I think it was two of the Kairoku I got. Yeah, I have to say the new cards would be really nice during the winter. When it's cold in here. It'll warm up the room. And also it may not overheat. Running on AIO for CPU. Or a tower cooler. If you remember correctly, you said it had 16 core. Yeah, we have the 16 core X3D, right. But we don't have a... we don't have an AIO or anything. We could consider getting that. I don't think it's a CPU overheat though. Because my computer didn't actually crash, it was just my Windows that crashed, so I'm gonna assume that it was the GPU. And these GPUs, you can't get them with AIOs on them. At least we didn't see that option. Unfortunately. We actually wanted to get some water cooling going, because water cooling is just better, of course. There we go. It's a hot chip. Could get a good tower cooler. Yeah, we might. Our case has some... It came with an optional top that has holes in it, so we might do that. Add more fans. That could work. Putting a lot of heat in the case. Yeah, probably. I was worried about that, especially with our room temperature here. We have an AC, but the AC is in the other room, trying to cool down 2 rooms, which isn't ideal. Of course, having an AC in the same room as you're recording is also not ideal. What you do is 3 intake fans in the front, 2 exhaust, 1 on the very top, 1 in the corner, not 1 near the front top. Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. We might consider that, yeah. Put kind of 2 in the back on the top. Get a couple more. Maybe 1 more for the front if we can fit one. I'm not sure if we can fit one or not, but I think we got like 2 in the front that came with the case. None on the top right now, so we could technically put, I think it supports up to 3, but of course, yeah, doing that method, we might put just 2 in the back. 2 on the top, back, 3 in the front. Yeah, we could do that. We'll have to get some extra fans. It could also be that I'm on Scorched Earth right now, so that could be, you know, making it hotter on my CPU. Or GPU, I mean. It's always hotter when you're in the desert. Where'd that one go? There we go. Heavy game, resource-wise. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I only got it at 1440p right now, too, so... I heard somebody else say they could get it at like 1440p on ultra settings. Well, I don't have it on ultra settings, but I'm noticing slowdowns, which I believe are heat-related. So, I'm gonna have to try to do that. Should upscale? Actually, I have the FSR on. I have the FSR, actually, let's just see here. Yeah, I got the FSR at quality. Frame generation is also on. And then I just got the graphics at high, with some of them at epic. So hopefully it won't be too hot. Even though it kind of is. We just got to get some better case cooling. Or just get an AC for this room that we're in. Which, I mean, would be ideal, but at the same time, I don't know. What I'm seeing right now, though, does look like it's overheating. Even though when I looked at the temperatures while I was running, it didn't seem like it was getting that hot, but maybe. Usually running a mixture of high and medium, depending on how much performance gain. Okay, yeah. As long as it doesn't degrade the quality that you're looking too much. Yeah, okay. Right. I was trying to find a balance too, yeah. There we go. There's a lot of these penguins here. Come on. Get back here, penguin. Slidey and slippery. Yeah, they really are. It's more convenient to do it with the Wyvern, though, in a sense. I mean, of course, it would probably be easier to do it with the Rex. Rex would have wider. There we go. Got that one. Wait for my GPU to cool down a bit. Of course, it doesn't help that today is a really hot day for us. It was like 90-something outside. You don't tend to use ultimate and max settings. It's too intensive. For minimal improvement. Oh, okay. Really notice it if pixel peeping. Yeah, really. I tend to like to get 4K if I'm able to, but most of the time I'm not able to. I mean, especially with what it seems like is heat issues here, I probably can't go 4K because it's going to be too much. Okay, any more? There's another one. There is a lot of these Kairuko around, which is good. There we go. Got that. Nice. 250 of them. Good. And as long as I stay here in the valleys, I don't overheat. My GPU overheats, but I don't overheat. You run 4K, but I'm balanced mode of FSR. Yeah, that's an option. But I figure, you know, 1440p is probably good enough, I guess. Gets it detailed, but while at the same time not too demanding. There, that's what I'm looking for. At least I think it's working for now, at least. But I am noticing some slowdowns, which I'm now at least thinking are from heat. There we go, got that one. Okay, nice. Ryzen even stopped playing right now so that he could keep his system cool so the server didn't shut down when his system, if his system shut down. You gave up on 4K? Oh, okay. Kept buying the best cards around minus the last generation? Ah, you were never satisfied? I see. 4K performance, it was playing like a 2-year-old game. Yeah, you know, that kind of is, yeah. That's about right. The only thing you can get 4K on right now is 2 or 3-year-old games or more. That's because the game devs keep increasing the demand of games faster than the GPUs keep up with it. There we go. I don't even have to use my gene scanner for these things. There's so many of them. I can just kind of fly around and look. Now that I say that, I will use my gene scanner. Where's another one? Okay, just over here. Let's go this way. There we go. Native 4K, it's intended to run. Don't want to show out $1,500 every other year. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. $1,500 every other year is really expensive. I mean, it's like, that's basically unaffordable. You can't sustain that. I'm sorry, Hyenodons. I just want the Kairuku. You guys are unfortunate collateral damage. Where's the Kairuku? Oh, behind me. The Kairuku is slippery. The Hyenodons are not. He's evading me by going in different directions. There we go. As far as what Ryzen had been reading, before we got our GPUs, when he was doing some reading up on them and studying on it, since he did all the research and stuff, he was reading that the 5090s could get 4K in pretty much most things. But of course, with how much that is, it's pretty expensive. So we went for the 9070 because it's just more affordable. Capro, okay, huh, interesting. Capro was holding a baby Morellatops, huh. Okay, come on. Gotta cool down a bit. 4090, 5090 are true 4K cards. Exactly, exactly. It's just... It's just they, you know, they charge, like, overcharging prices for them, too. Although, to be honest, you know, I may not necessarily be entirely satisfied with the 9070 either. It was hard to get to work with our virtual machines. It really didn't really want to work. I was thinking, what's attacking me? You had a 7900 XTX. You did do 4K decently? Oh, nice. You preferred using it at 1440p? Yeah, yeah. Well, the 1440p would just be a little better in a sense because it's just much less demanding. You'd get higher frame rate and stuff like that. Because, I mean, I would think that, of course, I mean, even at 4K, it may not get, you know, high frame rates. You'd probably get 60 at most, these days anyway, in modern games. Ended up selling it to a guy that wanted it for AI training. He stayed with the 4070. I see. Okay. Yeah, yeah. If you like the 4070, then yeah, that's the better way to go. Is that one of the lions? I think that is. That's a Tigris. Okay, yeah, nice. Okay, let's see. Where is... Okay, up here. 7900 XTX was a little space heater. Oh, yeah, I can see, yeah. The 9070 kind of is too here. It's been hot, I believe. Where's the Kairuku? I'm sure I'll have to heat the house less during the winter. Come on, get back here, you. Get out of the... Well, you know, I was going to say get out of the corner, but honestly, I'd prefer them in the corner so I can lock them in. There we go. Yeah, currently our 9070s are running like between 80 and 84C, which is probably causing the crashes. Okay, that Lamantria just fell out of the sky. Okay. Get some silk at least. I'd have to actually turn on my statistics to see what the current heat of my card is. But I'm pretty sure that my card's basically crashing just because of how hot it is in my house here. If I could, you know, get some more airflow in my case and attempt to get maybe a cooler room, even though that's hard to do. Back here. There we go. Okay. You're looking for a used 4080 Super? Maybe take the side off. Take the side off my case? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I tend to prefer to leave my case intact because dust reasons, if possible. But I don't know. We'll probably attempt to take the top off, get that into a more ventilated top, because like I said, it came with a separate top that we could replace it with and get some fans in there, and then see if we're able to add a fan to the front. We'll have to see. Ryzen and I both bought basically the same case. We basically built the same computers. So any problems I'm gonna have, he's also gonna have at the same time. So we'll have to do the same things to both of them. We'll have to think about what we can do to maximize the airflow. I mean, of course, we could attempt to get an AIO for the CPU. That could work. It also doesn't help that we have our 1070s in there as well, right below the 9070. So if we were to somehow move those, or unfortunately take them out, which I wouldn't really want to do, then we could get more cooling that way too. We could use some maybe PCI Express risers that could work. Set it on its side. Inexpensive ones on Amazon? Yeah. We were thinking about just using some PCI Express risers, getting our 1070 sitting on its side in a different way, so that potentially there's more airflow to the 9070. It's going to take a bit of work on that, though. The PCI Express risers are also kind of expensive. I think it was like $50 just for the case attachment for this case. Might be choking off the GPU. Yeah, exactly. Trizin says the PCI Express riser case add-on is like $80. That's what he said. It's expensive, I tell you. This case is kind of a modular case in a sense, and they, you could say they sell DLC for it. So that's the way it is. Okay, now I didn't want to attack you, but okay. Get back here, Kairuku. Some ingenuity. Yeah, right. I think a PCI Express riser would probably work to get more airflow to the 9070. I think that would work. We just have to get that set up. Just tacking on to the price, of course. You know, you gotta, you know, rub those fingers together. You know, make more magic money up here. It'll take a while for us to get that set up too. I guess the hope would be is that it just cools down. And maybe gets a cooler in our room. If we could get our room below 88, it'd be great. Doesn't help that right now outside it's still, I think, 80 or higher. And that's at night here, which is kind of crazy. It's honestly not that common. Still using the 1070? Yes, we're using the 1070 on our Linux portion of our system. So the Linux system has 1070, and the Linux is our main portion of our system, which then is running Windows and a virtual machine with the 9070 as its GPU. Yeah, like Triton saying there. Let's see where my Kairuku are. That direction. Okay. Yeah, I think we're... I really think we're being heat throttled now. Before it was power throttled, now it's heat throttled. There we go. Ooh, yellow drop. Let's go get the yellow drop. Interesting thing is, though, since my Windows portion of my computer crashed earlier, it hasn't crashed since. I'm trying not to push it. There we go. We also got the 9070 to attempt to do some AI stuff too. I was messing around with some AI stuff earlier today. In our Discord server, I posted an AI image of a cat for 4th of July here, which is what I generated with the 9070. Is the 9070 running 2 instances of the game? No, it's just running 1. Get back here, Kairuku. You're too slippery. How'd you get through that crack? Like, how? Stupid Kairuku. He is slippery. Ah, I hurt my wyvern. There we go. Yeah, the 9070 is only running 1 instance of the game. We basically given the 9070 to Windows. That's what it is. Dedicated the 9070 to running only with Windows. 1070 is running 1? Yes. Well, the 1070 is running the Linux operating system, yeah, but it's not running a game right now. My 1070 is not used for the moment because I'm streaming and on Windows right now. It's a complicated thing. No, okay, there we go. Water. Yes, water. Yeah, VIFO stuff. Ryzen is the one that knows how to set all this up. Yeah, 1070 is running the Linux desktop. And if we wanted to play any type of demanding-ish games on Linux, then the 1070 would run those games rather than the 9070. Ryzen has his own system, yes. We've got two systems that we built exactly the same. Basically, the way we set these systems up gives us the security of running Linux and, you know, and I guess Linux stability at the same time as being able to game on Windows. Because games just don't run for Linux, unfortunately. I'd run all games on Linux if we could, but we can't because there's so many games that just don't run for Linux. Developers just don't make them. It's unfortunate. It's sad. I mean, I've always said, Windows is so full of holes you can see through it. Well, that's our main reason. Our main reason for wanting to run Linux, so we can have all of our secure stuff like, well, you know, banking and stuff like that done on the Linux portion, where it's more secure. And then, you know, just gaming on Windows and less secure stuff. Need to familiar yourself with Linux? Ah, yeah. It can be a challenge to pick up Linux, mainly if you're, you know, if you've never dealt with it. There's a lot to read about. And basically what Ryzen's got here is some advanced Linux stuff he has set up. Linux is a Swiss Army knife. Windows is a Swiss cheese. Exactly. Ryzen's right on that. Come on, get back here, Kairuku. Oh, it did come back here. Okay. There we go. You'd have to completely build a whole new system. Not even attempt what we're doing. Well, it's not that difficult, to be honest. It's just if you build a system with integrated graphics and a GPU, you can pass the GPU through to Windows and still use the integrated graphics on Linux. That's what we were originally doing already after we built the system, before we got the 9070. We were already passing the integrated, keeping the integrated on Linux, while at the same time passing the 1070 through to Windows. But now, we've got the 1070 on Linux and the 9070 on Windows, which is probably where our heat problems are coming from. The 1070 and the 9070 is right next to each other. Not surprising that we'd have heat issues with that. I was worried about that. So it's kind of manifesting itself. The 9070, I mean, no. The 1070 is heating up the 9070, which, if we can get the 1070 out of the way of the 9070, then it'd be better. There we go. I would have to say, though, that I think Ryzen and I are some of the few people that have system setups like this. There's not very many of them. I mean, there are, because Ryzen has looked up information and stuff like that. If there's something he didn't know much about, he would look it up. And there's some other people that know. But, yeah, there's not a lot of people. It's not very widespread. But I do like the system setup like this. Just got to get past some of the issues. Wow, this is a major slowdown. There we go. Where'd you go, Kairuku? Saw the Kairuku for a minute and now it's gone. That's just coelacanth. I don't need coelacanth. Here's one. There we go. I have got 344 of them. Nice. In an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, not bad. That's an hour and 20 minutes, including, I guess, a system crash. So, actually, it'd be more than an hour and 20 minutes. I think I was, probably streaming for a good 15, 20 minutes before my system crashed. Something like that. Of course, I should say as well, make sure to like and subscribe. That really helps us out. If you're not subscribed already, of course. There we go. If I use the Linux system for his regular computing banking, then you're probably fine with the integrated graphics. Yeah, that's probably true. I was wanting to attempt to try some of the some games out on Linux though, because I know there's some Steam games that work with Linux. So like if there's any Steam games that work on the Steam Deck, they could possibly work on Linux. So it's something I want to test out, and I've been interested in doing that. I'd have to just attempt to do that at some point, but it just involves getting Linux to have access to my games and stuff like that, so it's a little bit more setup. Or actually, it's not necessarily entirely more setup, it's just giving our system, our Linux, access to the Windows portion, so we don't have to install the games 3 or 4 times. No, not 3 or 4 times, 2 times. But yeah. I don't know if ASA runs on the Steam Deck. Not sure. That'd be something I'd be interested in testing, though. Because I could like start a video series of testing games on Linux, Never know. And there's, what usually happens in ARK, creatures synchronize swimming. Oh, that's coelacanth synchronized swimming. Okay, I've never seen coelacanth synchronized swimming. Uh-huh. They're not quite synchronized, but, yeah. He stopped! He did too! They were spinning there for a minute. Oh, there's another one. Accelerus. There's 2 of them. They're both synchronized swimming. I tell you. Ah, they started in again. I have no idea. Why are they swimming in circles on the top of the water? I really don't know. And there's another one. Okay. Yeah, you guys can feel free to have fun doing that. Okay, where's another Kairuku? I thought the Jerboas were warning me earlier there was going to be a storm, and then there never was. Huh. I don't have a Jerboa on my shoulder. I should. But at the moment, our Jerboas at base are important Jerboas, so I don't really want to lose them. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's turn around here. There's Kairuku behind us. Okay. straight this way. Oh, there it is right there. Come on, get over here. Let's play a game to chase the Kairuku. Get back here, Kairuku. Hey, Yothan. Jonathan. How you doing today? Where'd the Kairuku go? Come on, get back here. There we go. You're good? That's good, that's good. I've got 353 popsicles. Yeah, I've been farming a lot of Kairuku. And mostly farming them here by the river so I don't overheat. And I'm going to need to eat something, which I did not bring food. That's terrible. Ah, I know, I'll just eat polymer. That'd be awful. Okay, where am I related to base? Okay, I'm actually quite far away from base. Okay, so let's head back to base. I'll get myself some food. And I'll come back out for more Kairuku. Although I could make myself some of the skins. There's a lot of skins though. Oh, huh, nice. It's raining. Oh, come on. That should have refilled my canteen. What part of the game am I in? Well, at the moment I'm in Scorched Earth. I came here because I thought it was the best place to find the Kairuku, since there are not any Kairuku on Scorched Earth. So the event Kairuku are spawning here, makes it easier to find them. Okay, let's get over here. I will land. Where's a good parking space? I guess not there. We need more area for wyvern parking. Come on. Land. I tell you, wyverns, sometimes they're painful. Okay, let's... Hopefully I can get past that way. There we go. Okay. Let's get myself some food. At least I can walk underneath the wyvern wings. Haven't found any of the Summer Bash event things. How do you find them? Well, you just go out looking for the Summer Kairuku. I can show you when I go back out here. Let me see. I gotta get myself some food. I didn't take any with me. The feeling when you look through every fridge and find other stuff other than what you're looking for. Okay, that's all I'm finding. Oh, it's this fridge, isn't it? There we go. At least there's some. Let's see. You know, I'll just take that whole stack. I don't want fish. I want... Okay, I wanted this. I'll put that back in there. I guess, yeah, there's a lot of... You know, let's get rid of that. I don't need that. There we go. Okay. Get myself some food. There we go. Okay. Refill my canteen while I'm here. Actually, I don't need to do it that way, but let's get a drink. Refill wireless water. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to head back out. I'll look for the Kairuku. What you're looking for in the Summer Bash event here is these popsicles that you get from Kairuku. the Summer Bash Kairuku specifically. It's a special Kairuku they added. And, you know, these are heavy. I'm going to put these in the smithy over here. Then I don't have to have so many of them. And frankly, I should put the polymer over here too. Do I have enough room in here? I got enough room in there. There we go. Yeah, this is all the Summer Bash stuff. There's a lot of it. So they have a lot of skins in here. A lot of them I haven't actually had before. But I got 370 just today, so that's nice. The Kairuku are fairly common, so it's really good. I was thinking at the beginning of the day that, oh man, I'm gonna have a hard time finding them because, you know, if you think about them in relation to like the murder turkeys, the murder turkeys are not that easy to find, and they're also hard to kill. Well, the Kairuku are kind of the opposite. They're fairly easy to find, and they're not that hard to kill either, so not bad. And there's not enough room in there, so let's put this in here. There we go. Put that in there too, just because. And don't need all that. And I don't need this. Actually, no, these go out here. Why do I have an elevator platform on me? I'm stacked. You're just rocking iron armor and iron tools. Tryzen and I have been playing on this this playthrough for, well, over a year now. Since ASA came out, we've been playing on... We started on the island, then we moved to Scorched when that came out, then we moved to the center, then we moved to Aberration, and then we moved to Extinction. We'd go to Ragnarok, but we're affected by the same bug that some other people are affected by, in the sense that we cannot go to Ragnarok. It's a bug that the game crashes when I try to go to Ragnarok, and I don't know what to do about it. And I really wanted to go to Ragnarok, but I can't. It's kind of sad to me. Many people can get on Ragnarok, but I can't. You watched the first season for the animated series of ARK? Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't really watched the animated series. I'm an otaku. I'm into anime. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure how interested I am in the ARK animated series. I'm not sure. I haven't really decided on it. Can those be stored in there? They can't be, no. They're over here, aren't they? You liked it? Just got upset that they killed off Bob? Okay. Without any warning. Okay. How can they even do that? Bob would be a important one into the series, but then they get rid of him? That just doesn't make sense. It's like, no, Bob! We'll miss you, Bob. Why do I have flippers on me? I mean, really, who needs flippers in Scorched Earth? I tell ya. Flippers. Okay, I'll leave this. I think that's okay. Okay, let's get over here. Get back out. Okay. Let's go look for some more Kairuku. Let's see. Gene scanner is telling me to go that direction. Okay. So let's go around the cliff face here. Wait, what? Don't tell me you're telling me to go back that direction. Okay, what? Now? Okay, now it's this way. Okay. Okay, there should one be... There we go. Here's two of the Kairuku. So yeah, they're sliding around on the ground. They can be hard to catch. So you're kind of better off with something that has a wide bite. My wyverns been kind of working for it. Not super good, but I'm having trouble catching this one. But there we go. And they give you the popsicles. Another one over here. Yeah, they're pretty common though, so it is nice. They're not like the turkeys. There we go. And if you put them on fire with your wyvern, then it makes them go down even faster. There we go. Yeah, you don't even have to take them down if you put them on fire. Not always, but some. Yeah, and I just emptied off, and now I've got 14 of them already. And, no, terror bird! Get away from me, terror birds. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you didn't even get close to me. Okay, where's more? Ah. Nice rain on Scorched Earth, though. It's always nice when it's raining. So you need to kill them to get the popsicles. Yes. Fairly simplistic. Find Kairuku, the event Kairuku, and just kill them. That's really all it is. The event Kairuku have like some of the pineapple glasses on. Kind of funny. I took a picture of one and put it in the thumbnail of the video. But you can tell them apart by the fact that they're just sliding around like crazy. What item am I going for? Well, I mean, for me, I want to make all the skins. So it's going to take a lot of popsicles. I mean, like, most of the skins seem like they take like 10 popsicles. And it seems like you get like anywhere between, what, I think 3 and 5, I think, from each one. Something like that. So yeah, I just need to gather as many of them as I can. I'm probably going to end up collecting some of them off cam too, in my spare time. There we go. How many items are there then? Well, there's quite a few. Let me go back to base here. I'll show you. You look in the smithy and they're all in there. All the ones from the previous Summer Bash events, as well as new ones. So let me... I mean, there's a lot of swimsuits, and that's a large portion of it. Let me get over here. Let's get to the smithy. And I'll use this smithy for now. Let's see, can I... Folder view? Well, I guess that is folder view. Wait, huh? There we go, folder view. Holiday. So then, I don't know why that one's out by itself, but I assume that's one of them. Yeah, with the popsicles. And then the summer. So this is how many there are. That's quite a few. There's a lot of them. You can also make chibis, which I wouldn't advise, because that's using, I mean, unless you got nothing else to get. Like, if you've got so many popsicles that you've got all of these skins, and then you got nothing else to get, then yeah, you can get the chibis and maybe the dino candies. But I would advise getting everything else first. There is a couple of emotes. This emote, which is a sit emote, which I was thinking ARK should have for a long time. And then this big emote. I'm not sure what it is, what that does. I assume it's just an emote that makes you say, "It's this big," something like that. That kind of a gesture, I guess. But then, you know, there's lots of headgears. There's some sword skins right here. These are from previous Summer Bash events, as well as most of this stuff right here is, except for the emotes. The emotes are new here. But then there's a lot of swimsuits and shirts. Some of these swimsuits are new ones this year. Others are from last year. This captain's hat skin is new this year. Spear gun skin, that's new this year as well. That's for a harpoon launcher. And there's even a tackle box one, which is new as well this year. This chair, and most of the stuff up here seems to be new. A couple of turrets too, which is kind of funny. And then even a set for a fishing set. A fishing vest, shorts, and some boots. So yeah, pretty nice. It's just, looks like the fishing one here costs 5 popsicles per piece. Whereas if you want this Megalodon jaw one, that's going to be like 50. The captain's hat is like 5. Angler rod skin, that's 20. So you're talking a lot of popsicles because, yeah, these t-shirts here are 10 of them per. So that's going to be quite a bit, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just these 5 shirts here would be 50 popsicles. As well as all the swimsuits down here. It looks like most of the swimsuits cost 5. So you might be in luck with that. And our gerboas are warning me of impending storm. Yeah, there's quite a few skins. And as far as I know, at least if I go according to the previous events here, once you make them, they should stick with you. At least they should, because I've got some from Excellent Adventure yet. I can put those on whenever I want. Same thing with the Love Evolved event, and then from the Winter event as well. I made it pretty much everything in the Winter event and got that. Counted like 9 to 14 rows. It's like 1,400 popsicles. It's a lot. Taking count might not be accurate. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I'm not sure. I haven't actually counted it because, I mean, I don't really want to waste my time. Using my time counting, you know? I want to gather the popsicles rather than counting them. So I'm just going to gather as many as I can. That's kind of what it is. But yeah, some of them take 5, some of them take 10, some of them are more than that. So yeah, it can vary. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a bracelet here and a hat as well, helmet. And then anklet? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that one. And then there's some trophies too. Saber-tooth salmon trophy, a piranha trophy, and a coelacanth trophy. All 3 of these are 50. So yeah, that's pretty costly on those. So I think the best bet is to just get as many as you're able to. I mean, yeah, if you think 1,400, you know, go for it. If you have extra, you know, then, you know, buy chibis or something like that. But what Tryzen and I are going to do is, Tryzen has his character, I have my character. We both have alt characters as well, so we're just going to get as many as we can and try to get as many skins as we can on all of our characters. Because for some reason, Tryzen and I like to make alt characters as well. But that's because we like to make the girl characters too. We just don't play on them on stream. Okay, let's go get some more. Let's find the first one here. Over there. Oh, that's a yellow ring. I gotta get that. Yellow ring, blue drop. Fair enough? Yeah, really. Okay, let's see if I can get this without dying. That was not worth it. That was a bunch of junk. Nothing special about that one. It was a yellow ring too. That was not fair. Okay, where was the first one here then? Okay. Okay, over there, that direction. Looks like it's gonna be getting dark here too. I gotta check out that Rex just because. Level 70. Okay, nothing special. Okay, where is the Kairuku? Oh yeah, now it's basically saying it's behind me. They're definitely slippery, that's for sure. There it is. Get back here, Kairuku. I want your popsicles. There we go. No, Jerboa. That was an accident. How do you fabricate that tracker? You mean the gene scanner? Well, first you'd need Bob's Tall Tales. It's the DLC, so you'd have to have that. Otherwise, with that, let's see. Oh, there's another Kairuku over there. Gene. It is a level 86 engram, and it'd take 10 black pearls, 10 electronics, 60 polymer, 80 crystal, and 40 ingot. That's what that takes. But it's very useful. One of the most useful things probably in the Bob's Tall Tales DLC. Expensive for you? Yeah, I understand. Get back here, you. Okay, well, that was convenient. It's a bag there. Oh, this is risky. Where'd you go, Kairuku? Okay, over here. There we go. Where's the next one? And these are more Tigris. Oh, you haven't found the polymer yet? Polymer is just an engram. You just make it with obsidian and cementing paste. Let me see. Yeah, polymer is a level 48 engram, takes 2 cementing paste and 2 obsidian. And you make that in the Fabby. So it should be pretty simplistic once you can get yourself a good source of obsidian. Otherwise, if you can get yourself some organic polymer, that counts too. This thing, you haven't found obsidian yet? Probably took and look for it on your... Okay, on your Pteranodon. Yeah, I see. Yeah, if you're in the early stages of the game, it can elude you. It depends on what map you're on. I'm not sure what map you're on, but a lot of times the obsidian is kind of on the mountains. Like on the island, for instance, there's obsidian on the volcano. And on Scorched here, there's a lot up on this mountain over here. You're on the island? Okay. Yeah, just head over to the top of the volcano, and there's a lot of obsidian right up at the top. Oh, a red drop. I really should go get that. Actually, oh, yeah. No problem. They look like black rocks. They're kind of black rocks that are kind of shiny. They have a little bit of a shine to them. Oh, that wasn't worth my time. Lame red drop. That was unfortunate. Oh well. I mean, I guess I got myself a rocket-propelled grenade, but... You know what they look like? Oh, okay. You just haven't found them. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I understand. Yeah, as far as I know, on the island, the volcano is a good source of obsidian. So yeah, you should have a good time there. If you're going by Pteranodon, though, it's going to be a little heavy, of course. These Kairuku like to jump off cliffs. Kairuku, get back here! Burning penguin! Oh, and now he changes direction. Oh, that was Galley. Sorry, Galley. You got in the way. Stop squirreling around like that. Stupid Kairuku, get back here. Tell ya. They're really slippery. I can almost use all my stamina just trying to get to him. Ha ha ha! My fire got it. Of course, there's a bag there yet. Yeah, when the fire kills him, the bag gets left behind, unfortunately. Gotta have my wyvern actually bite them. There we go. Any others? There's one. I was gonna say, be very, very quiet. I don't have to be. There's one over here. A red saber-tooth. I gotta check it out just because. Level 20. You're not worthwhile, saber-tooth. Sounds like a pain having to actually do damage. Yeah. Ah, get back here. It can be a pain. But at the same time, it gets in your inventory. Prevents you from having to get down and getting yourself in harm's way. Of course, at the same time, it doesn't guarantee it either, because if your tame is like over 50% weight, it also won't pick up the popsicles either. You'll have to get off and collect them yourself. That's just the way ARK is. Okay, let's see. Let's check out where more of them are. Okay, that way. Oh, there it is. I see it over there. Wait, no, never mind. That was a Lamantria. Gotta go. Nice progression. Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for joining. See you some other time. Good luck in your ARK play. Hope you can get enough obsidian. There we go. Got that one. Yeah, here's another one. Nope. Okay. Next Kairuku. This direction. Let's see. Where is another Kairuku? No, stop griefing the Jerboas! There we go, here's one. And I'm stuck on a dire wolf. There we go. There we go. Hopefully I got that. Looks like it. Okay, where's the next one? Come on. Gotta find another one. This direction up here. Okay. There we go. Yep. Stop moving around so much. Come on. Okay, yeah, now I gotta get off. Huh, okay, well, never mind, I guess. Got that one. Get over here, come on, turn around. There we go. Okay, 67 of them, nice. Oh, I've got some on me too. So, 75. So that leaves me over 400. That's good. That's pretty good, though, so far. I mean, what? Probably 2.5 hours so far, and I've got probably over 400 of them. So that's good. Just farming for a good long time gets you a good amount of them. Not as bad as I was thinking to begin with. Mainly because they're a lot more common than I thought they would be. Ah, the Scorched Earth sunset. Flying into the sunset. Yes. I would take a picture, but I can't pause time. Okay, yeah, that's just... Okay, I thought maybe I would be able to... Let's see, photo mode. Okay, that doesn't really work, but it's fine. There we go. It didn't work so well, but it works a little bit. Probably not the best picture. Okay, where is... Where is more of them? Proper English, Xycor. Where are more of them? Okay, let's go over this way. Getting closer and closer to the Wyvern Trench. Here's one. No, get back here. There we go. Okay, let's see if I see any more of them. There's one, right down here. Two of them. Okay. Yeah, that's what you get for attacking me. There we go. Hard enough to chase after them, that's for sure. What level is that Serrato? I'm curious. Level 15. There we go. There we go, just get them. Okay, I guess that's just a rock. I don't know if I got the Serrato spine or not. Oh, I did, okay, that's good. Okay. On to the next Kairuku. Get over here. There we go. Okay. Now where's the next one? There's one over here. Turn around, come on. At least a wyvern can outrun them, although it's a little difficult, but they can. There's one over there. Okay. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Just trying to find it. Ah, lightning storm. Okay. Oh, I got 100 of them. That's nice. So yeah, this basically means I've got like 400 of them. No, 500 almost. That's good. There's another one. Gally, get out of my way. There we go. Come on, stop making me spin in circles. There we go. There's another one. Another two. Another three. Or is it four? I can't tell. Pego. There we go. Turn around. Come on. Come on. Yep. They're so... Yep, they're so tricky when they flip around. It's like they're just trying to elude you. You finally get turned around on your wyvern, and they're already turning around to a different direction. Okay, I'm pretty sure I had seen a couple more go up the hill here. There we go. Okay, come on. Go after this one. Go, got that one. Get rid of the trees. Trees are in my way. There we go. Got that one. Okay. Nice. And there's another one here. Or, never mind, I saw it wrong. That's Terror Bird. Okay. There's another one over here. There we go. Get around here. Go over here. There we go. 121 already. Oh yeah, you can collect them quite quickly. I mean, I guess I can get this yellow drop, even though it's probably not that special. Best way to collect yellow drops. Yep, stay away from me. Yep, here's another one. saw a couple more over here. Pretty sure. There's one. Okay, come on. That RG's meshing. There we go. Another one right here. I don't know if I have enough to make one set of everything. It'd be nice if I did, but I don't know if I do. Sorry, Sabretooth. That was not my intention. You attacked me anyway, though. Well, no, I attacked it, so technically it was my fault. Where'd you go? There you are. There we go. Trees in the way. There's another one there. Come on. Get over here. That's a 130 terror bird. Meanwhile, the Kairuku didn't really take any damage. There we go. Kairuku are so small, they just slip through the cracks. Leave me alone, stupid thing. Here's another one. Another two. Where'd it go? Back there. Dinotherium. Okay, guys, just leave me alone. I'm just trying to farm penguins here. Okay. Do you really want to be... I mean, tell you, some of these creatures just have a death wish. Attacking a wyvern. Come on. My wyvern's out of stamina. Okay. Let my wyvern get stamina back. There we go. Yeah, okay. Oh, that one turned right at the last second. It saw I was biting. Something interesting, though, that I think I've noticed about the Kairuku is that they bounce off rocks. Actually, they don't just bounce off rocks. They bounce off everything that would be in their way. So if there's something in their way, they'll bounce off of it. So something to keep in mind. If you see it going one direction and you see it heading towards something, most likely it's gonna go a different direction. And it could even potentially come back towards you depending upon what it hits. There we go. Okay. So I've already got 121. I have any on myself? No, I don't. Okay. There's another one. Yeah, this is nice. They're all over the place. And they're not hard to kill, so you just gotta make sure you have a big enough creature that you can easily hit them without having to like go after them with a saber tooth. If you're going after them with a saber tooth, then most likely you're probably gonna have a hard time just because they keep moving. And they move fast. So yeah, like a saber tooth, for instance, will just have a hard time keeping up with them and hitting them at the same time. But like a wyvern, yeah, great. A rex probably would work too. Giga, definitely. You could probably even one-shot him with a Giga, who knows. But I do need to go back, attempt to make some of them too. I mean, I don't know how many I'm gonna need, to be honest. I've got like 600 of them, but they're easy enough to get that 600 seems like it'd probably work quite well. Here's one. There we go. Another one here. Yeah, and if they're in these small little areas like this, they can just bounce back and forth. Where'd it go? How did it get over there? There we go. So one thing you could do is by night you can look out here in the desert for them, and by day you could just look down in the river area. If you look in the river area, then you stay cool. Yep. Oh, okay, overweight. There's got to be a bag right here somewhere. I'm missing out on them. There it is. Okay. I need to get my wyvern to be unoverweight. Don't need all this meat anyway. And let's see. You know, I have a bunch of junk on me, so I should probably just head back. I'll head back, empty off. And maybe I can make some of them. Because, yeah, at the moment I'm going to be losing them. Just because I'd have to get off and get them. And in dangerous places, that gets to be kind of dangerous to do. One thing I have to say, though, is I think Scorched Earth is a really good place to look for them. Because, well, there's no Kairuku here. So you can easily search for them with your gene scanner. And for another thing, they're actually quite visible. You just look for them over on the land. You don't have to worry about a bunch of, you know, tall trees getting in your way. And then at the same time, you can have like a wyvern or something, if you've tamed one, to just fly around and find them. Yeah. Scorched is a pretty good place to find them. Because there's not a lot of tall trees here. They're more so short trees. Okay, let's come in for a landing. Okay, I'm gonna have to empty you off. Let's get rid of these saddles that I've got on me. That'll help. Saddles would go over here. A saddle. There are 2 saddles. Okay. And I guess that's it. I guess I'll put... I guess I'll put this in here. Bolas. I guess that's an extra bola. Huh. I guess I'll put that in there too. Don't need the sniper and the silencer attachment. And I probably don't even need the scope attachment on the pistol. I should have the flashlight instead. Let's put the rocket propelled grenades in here. Put the scope in there. And then this is a structure. There we go. I guess, yeah, put the bear trap in there as well. Let's put some of this in the fridge. Let's put this in here. The rare flowers, I guess, will go maybe over here, I think. Not this one. What about this one? No. There we go, this one. Okay, put that in there. You know, I think we have a beehive here. I should check that too. Let's just put the seeds in there too, just because. Okay. Not that one. I guess let's put the fish in there just because. Put that in there too. Okay, let's put the Angler gel over here. That goes in the uncommon bin. Fiber can go in here. So can the wood. Propellant, I guess uncommon bin. Same thing with the stimulants. And I'll put these popsicles in there. Let's go out and get some more stuff off my wyvern. Let's just take everything. Hey there, Ruhan. Watching while you have breakfast? Yep, that's fine. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's see. Get the hide in here. There we go. Frankly, get the pelt. You know, I could put the pelt in the smithy. Just because. This is a lot of polymer. I wonder how much... I mean, like, that's a lot of polymer. That's interesting. Game is this? Seems like Power World 2.0. This is ARK Survival Ascended. I mean, technically you could say Power World is ARK 2.0 because ARK came before Power World. In a sense. But Power World is different in its own senses as well. Power World, you know, you have your creatures do things for you, whereas in ARK you really don't. They just stand there. Other than if you're trying to get like metal, you can get metal with an Anki. Thylacoleos, for instance, are good for just traveling and attacking things. Wyverns are great because you can fly, and they're actually really strong. But yeah, it's the Power World and ARK are very similar. At the same time, they're also got their differences. But that's why I play Power World too, because it's just like ARK. Very similar. There we go. Put the RG claws in there. These bones too, I guess. Let's get... do I put silk in here? I guess silk would just go in the smithy, wouldn't it? Yeah, probably. Put that bone in there. Sap. Okay, let's put silk in the smithy. If I can find it. There we go. And then chitin just because. Get these popsicles in here. And put this stuff over here. Let's see. Guess I'll put all of this in this one maybe. That one's full. All of our refrigerators are full. Let's get this stuff in here. I'll put these two berries over here. That's the wrong one. No, that's the wrong one too. I can never remember which fridge we have stuff in. There we go. Let's see. I can probably get rid of these. Don't need those. Honestly, just dump, 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 and dump. And I don't need those either. Same thing with this. There we go. And I can probably put all this meat in here. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. Just got to give this ingredient list to our Jerboa. It was Jack. No, not Jack. Wasn't Jet. Okay, which one? Jerry? Okay, Jerry has all of our blueprints. There we go. Okay. So, it's getting close to sleep time here. Let's make some of the summer bash stuff here. I guess since this gone fishing blueprint is right there. Actually, no, I'm gonna get this out of folder mode and I'll just start making from the front on. So yeah, lots of skins. I have, let's see. I was able to collect 495 popsicles. Why 495? I could have used 5 more to get 500. Play Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't yet. It's a samurai game. 47's too much for you. Yeah, that is expensive. I was able to get Monster Hunter Wilds on sale, and that was a little expensive for me as well. I know, games these days are getting pricey. Okay. Let's see. So let's go for the Sarcos. I might as well just start from front on. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I'm going to have to gather a whole bunch more so that Tryzen has some stuff as well at the end. Like, I don't know. We're going to have to just gather stuff off cam. Gather more popsicles off cam. It's easy enough to gather them, but it takes quite a bit of popsicles. So let's make these. This will get it in my craft list as well. And then the gone fishing swim bottoms, shorts, the laurel skin, the bracelet skin, the anklet skin, the fishing vest skin. I'll put the fishing vest on. The fishing shorts as well as the fishing shoes. And I am thirsty. There we go. Now the turret skin I probably won't be able to use because we don't have any turrets. But it's expensive, but I'll make it anyway. That's expensive. 50 of them. Whew. And that one. Okay, let's go for tackle box. Where am I from? I am from Minnesota in the United States. One of the coldest states in the country. Even though it's not cold right now, it's hot, it's summertime. Man, these trophies are expensive. Whew. I spent it all on trophies. Wait a second, am I spending? Wait. Ah, man. Those are probably single craft, aren't they? Nuts, I didn't think about that. Okay, I will craft that one at a later date. It's an engram. Well, yeah, engram. Okay. The Megalodon jaw is a trophy. The salmon, yeah, all these are trophies. So I just used a lot of them. Ah, man. Well, I'll have to wait with those. Maybe, I don't know. I could put them up on the wall, but, like, I mean, I can put 1 or 2 up on the wall. We'll see what they're like. Spear gun skin, that takes 20? Man. You wanted to ask something you were so curious about? Okay, captain's hat. Yeah, sure. Ask away. Rod. Angler rod. I'm down to 55 already. Man. So expensive. I mean, all those popsicles I just farmed tonight. Basically gone. Wow. I should save some for Tryzen too. But like, we just gotta farm a whole lot more, I guess. A whole lot more. Man. There. Okay. And that's just made down to here. Of course, I wish I probably wouldn't have made so many of the trophies. Their one-time use is what well, not necessarily one-time use, but they're like, you know, a placeable. Let's see. Is that in here? Yeah, they are. Man. Let's see. Let's try to place them. I mean, they're basically wall mounts. I probably would have made those last if I would have realized it. Okay, I see. So yeah, it's basically having a saber-tooth salmon on the wall. I mean, let's see. Where's the best place? I guess we'll put that like right here, maybe. There we go. I guess, yeah, right there. That's fine. Let's get the piranha. That's a big piranha. Yeah, that's a big piranha. Okay. What about the megalodon? Okay, that just goes up there like that. Okay. Can I pick them up? I hope I can. Okay, you can pick it up. Okay. So yeah, that's those. Interesting. But you really only want to make one of them. So you gotta... I mean, what... It's not that you only want to make one of them. You can make as many as you want, of course. But, yeah, if you're looking to get all the skins first, you probably want to make the skins rather than the trophies, which I wish I would have realized beforehand. Okay, holiday, summer. So I've got some of these at least. Let's check out the captain's hat. Let's get that off. Put this on there. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, it's basically like a pirate captain hat or something like that. It's kind of cool. Let's see, what else? But I did want to put this on. Let's take this off. And these. Let's get that on. And then... So I'll leave it at that for now. So yeah, not bad. It gives you some nice shorts. Kind of cool. And then the shoes as well. Yeah, not bad. It's pretty good. You're an Asian, you get pocket money around $5. Us in the US use dollars as their native currency. Is $1 cheap for you? Get my point, please. Don't know who do I explain this. Well, I mean, in a sense, yes, $1 is kind of cheap. That's generally, I mean, $1, I mean, there's dollar stores here, but prices have been raising, so now the dollar stores are $1.25. But you can get, you know, some things for just $1. Like, what? A box of Kleenexes, you can get those for $1.25, which is pretty cheap. As for trying to relate it to food, if I was to think about it in that sense, I guess I don't do a lot of the shopping. My dad does most of the shopping, so I don't fully know the prices of things, but trying to think of what, I mean, I assume a loaf of bread is like $4 or $5, but I'm not sure. I remember ages ago, a loaf of bread used to be like $5. Something like that, 3 to 5. But yeah, I mean, in a sense, yes, $1 is cheap. But like, I mean, I got Monster Hunter Wilds for $45. It was expensive. I didn't really want to pay it. I think it's probably more so worth $30, not $45. But I got it because I wanted to start playing it. Ryzen is gonna wait to get it until we can try to get it for $30. We'll see. It depends. No guarantee. If you say 25 is still cheap, you still would think once before purchasing something which costs 25. I would think about it. It depends. It depends on if it's worth it. I think more so in the sense of whether something actually is worth the 25, you know, whether it has the value, rather than whether the 25 is super expensive for me. What matters to me is whether the price is worth the product. If it's not worth the product, it's not worth the price. That's kind of how I think about it. Let's see some of these other skins. And I understand how these kind of questions for you would be actually interesting because you're in a completely different country than me. So yeah, I can understand where you're coming from on that. You don't know how much prices are over here. I honestly don't know how much prices are for you either. So it's an interesting topic. Okay, this goes on what? Storage box. Okay. Small storage box. To look more accessible. Okay, so I'd have to make a small storage box. And then there's the harpoon launcher. Now I'm a weed man. Let's see. I don't think there's any more skins. Not skins, but I mean like any more of the summer stuff. Well, you know, I could put on t-shirt and shorts. And then I mean, I'm not necessarily one to like flowers on my head, but I mean, I guess that's fine. Look like kind of a hippie. Then I guess you could say there's the bracelet skin, the anklet skin. So yeah, you can basically be barefoot with the anklets and the bracelet. You can basically have flower bracelet and headgear, and hat and stuff. So yeah, pretty interesting. But yeah, everything I just farmed tonight is used. Wow, that's expensive. So like, I used like 500 of those just to get down to here or so. So I'm gonna have to farm a whole lot more. Let's see if I can get I don't think I have a fishing rod, but we might have a harpoon launcher in here, just so I can see what this looks like. Let's see, do we have a harpoon launcher? We have a flamethrower. But I at least got the trophies, so, I mean, in a sense, we're only making the trophies once, so I need to make sure I remind Ryzen of that when he starts making his, so he doesn't need to make more than one of them. I could have made more things if I would have realized that sooner. I mean, I realized they were trophies, but at the same time, I didn't think about the fact that I should probably not spend so much on them. We don't have any harpoon launchers. Oh, wow, okay. I thought we did. Okay, so you say one... Is that one... that's one of your currency, I assume. Then it would be 0.0117 for me. Yeah, that would be less than a penny. But also, one in yours is the cheapest because you only get one candy, which costs one. It's the cheapest you can go. That's why you were asking. Okay. But yeah. So I guess our currency is about 100 times your currency, something like that. Worth about 100 times. Yeah, something like that. Because if you're 1 penny per... I mean, one English penny per your dollar. Okay, I'm messing that up. Anyway. Yeah, I understand. So you can get a candy for one of your currency. I don't know what your currency is called in India. What was it called? I don't know. Then yeah, I could get 100 of your currency. I mean, 100 of your candies. That's what it would be for $1. And it is a heat wave. You know, another thing we want to do while we're on Scorched is look for a Phoenix. So we might stay here for a little bit unless we're able to, unless Wildcard actually fixes Ragnarok and we're finally able to go there. But for now, we might stay on Scorched for a little bit so we can maybe look for a Phoenix or something. I don't see any, we don't have any harpoon launchers. I thought we would here. But I guess it is Scorched Earth, so I guess I can't expect harpoon launchers on Scorched Earth. So yeah, I mean, there's no water on here. So yeah, it's, I guess, a stretch to expect harpoon launcher. So I can't look at the harpoon launcher skin, but I am overheating. But I could. There's a rod. I'd have to make a rod. But what about the chair? This must be a chair. Let's make a chair quickly, and then I probably should end this off. It's late. Let's see. Like how we use $1 and how you use rupees in India. Can't go below 1 because the generation who used to use pennies were almost about to end. I see. In the US you can go below than dollars. Yeah, really, yeah. Yeah, we have pennies. Although with Trump here, he did stop making the penny. So now we're only going to have like nickels, which are 5 pennies, which is going to be awkward and weird. But yeah. So we're not going to have pennies anymore, unfortunately. Pennies are out now because they officially stopped making them. The only pennies that will be left are the ones that are in circulation. Which is unfortunate. The penny's been an iconic thing for, what, 200 years? 100 years or 2 years? 100 years, probably. Yeah. Pennies probably since the 1800s. So it's kind of sad in a sense. Many collectors are probably going haywire over it, though. Get as many pennies as you can to collect them and have a nice collection of pennies. What was I going to make? I was going to make a chair. Chair. There we go. Okay, wood, fiber, and thatch. Okay, should have thatch, wood, fiber. Okay, make a chair. I'll pick up the chair afterwards. Let's put this back in there. Okay, where do I want to put said chair? Let's see. You know what? I mean, like, it's terrible. I'm outside right now. I really shouldn't be in a heat wave. I'm gonna just overheat like mad. Where's the best place to put a chair? The best place to put a chair in our house, right by the air conditioner, because you can't be anywhere else during a heat wave. Let's just put it right here. I'll just pick it up. Now I want to skin this because I'm curious. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. And I'm thirsty. Okay. There we go. Wait, what? Okay. It refilled it instead of giving me a drink. Okay. That's kind of nice. Yeah, a nice cot chair. That's what it is. Yeah. One of those camping chairs. So you just sit here, keep cool until the heat wave's over. And then let's put the tackle box up quickly. I will, let's see, I'll leave that there for now. Let's get myself a small storage box. Even in India, production of pennies was stopped. And the pennies price, the collection cost, if you say, has risen up. Exact is going to happen with our pennies now. New job collecting pennies. Exactly. Right. Right. The penny is just going to get more worth. I mean, more valuable now. Although, to be honest, the reason they stopped making the pennies is because it was already more expensive to make the pennies than it was to have a penny. I mean, the penny cost. I mean, the penny is a penny, but it costs more than a penny to make a penny. It's ridiculous. Let's get one little storage box here. Thatch, fiber, wood. Thatch, fiber, or wood. Fiber. There we go. Storage box. I almost made a sleeping bag. I don't need a sleeping bag. There we go. I'll put this stuff back in there. Let's see. Where do I want to put this storage box? I'll probably pick this up afterwards too. Antonio, you gonna be fine here? You know, you can have a storage box beside you. Okay, let's skin this. Okay, yeah, that looks kind of cool. Basically, it looks like a fishing box. And of course, the jerboas are warning me that there's another storm. Okay, so the rest of the skins, I mean, yeah, there's swimsuit skins, there's the shoes, the Crocs. Let's take the these off. Come on, get this over there. There we go. Put the Crocs on. Yeah, they look like, they call them Sarcos. But yeah, they're like, you know, Crocs. That's what they are. Okay. But, yeah, that's some of the summer skins. There's a lot more here. Ryzen and I are going to have to farm them off cam because it's going to take a lot of farming. If I just spent 500 of them so easily, although, to be honest, these 4 trophies cost 200 of them themselves, so that's a little expensive. They're noisy. Yeah, they are noisy, but they are cute little guys. One of my favorite creatures in ARK. They don't do this on any other map. It's just this map. They're warning me about the storm. Trying to think. This storm is a thunderstorm, I believe. A lightning storm. Yeah, that's a lightning storm. You gotta learn their calls. That's what it is. Okay, let's get, you know, I think I like the pirate hat better. Let's get that. There we go. Okay, so, yeah. We got a lot of the popsicles today, but I spent them all, so we're going to have to get a lot more, and Ryzen's going to have to get a lot too. We also realized we have heat issues with our computers, so yeah, we're going to have to figure out a solution for that. And that's why Ryzen isn't with me right now. He was trying to keep the heat down on his system so the server didn't go down again. Anyway, yeah. I guess that's it for this stream. If you like this stream, hit that like button. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell icon. Leave a comment if you're watching after the stream, and of course share it. Also, if you're looking to keep up to date with our videos and want to get notifications, check out our Discord server or our website or any of our other socials, which are all linked in the description. And yeah, you can follow the timeline in our Discord server, and you can get notifications that way. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ruhan, yep, I'll go to sleep. You have a good day, Ruhan. Take care. yeah. See ya next time.